Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. So yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the F-14B today and testing it out a little bit on the performance. So thank you all the members of the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe. Let's go guys. First of all, just a disclaimer, we're not gonna do this with the other aircraft, I don't think, because there's not much of a reason, to be honest, because the Mirage 2000 5F is basically a C. The J8F, yeah, it has more power, but it's nothing crazy, you know, nothing worth mentioning. The Su-25s also, they have more power, but it's not worth really to mention. The Tornado is the same power. The Su-22 for the Germans is the same power. So basically only the F-14 that it's really interesting to take a look on the differences on the performance to the original A, right? So first things first, we are using the War Thunder real-time information. It's the extra stuff on the HUD. You can check it out. Just search on Google. I don't think I have the link anymore, but I have to search. If I can, I will add it in the description. But it's really easy to find. It's just War Thunder real-time information. Just ask for that in the Google and it will be okay. So the first thing that I wanted to show to you guys is power. So yeah, let's go full power. And just right before we do this, just remember this aircraft is supposed to do 136 kilonewtons of power each engine, or rather 13,600 kind of kilograms of force at Mach 0.9 at sea level. This is coming from official document on the F-14D that it's unclassified, by the way. So yeah, let's test if it's actually true or not. So let's go full afterburner, and we need to be at Mach 0.9. At that speed, we need to be having 136 or 13,000, and we are, as you saw, 13,600 kilograms of force. So let's just show to you. Take a look on the left side there under the RWR, thrust on 1 and thrust on 2. These are both of the thrusts in the engine. When I pass Mach 0.9, it will be 136 or 13,600 kilograms. So keep an eye on that. 0.9, 136 kilonewtons. So yeah, it's according to manual, at least on the game, okay? So the power is correct, and we are going to compare it later with the F-14A. Let's go full afterburner and speed to see how much power we can make. Currently doing 14,000 kilograms of force. I mean, it's a strong engine, guys. It really is. I mean, it's probably the strongest aircraft in the game. Obviously, it's a heavy one, but I mean, yeah, it kind of tops it out at 14,656. So yeah, I mean, come on, man. This is like, it's a lot of power. 146, it's almost like 300 kilonewtons of power. It is strong, man. It is strong. So let's take a look on the turning capabilities of it. Let's lower the airspeed. Let's go on to manual mode on the wings. Let's open the flaps a little bit. Let's lower a little bit more. Take a look on the top left corner of the screen, right on the right side of the IAS speed and the thrust. We have AOA and the turn degrees per second. Okay, so let's go full afterburner and turn. So 20 degrees of AOA and basically 25 degrees initially, 25 to 30 degrees per second of turn. This is pretty good, but it's not the instantaneous turn that you will see in something like an MiG-29. It's still amazing, but it really is a little bit worse. The cool part about this aircraft is that it has so much power that it can maintain a fairly good turn, even at lower airspeed. So yeah, it is pretty good. It is indeed pretty good. Let me try again. Combat flaps. Let's do like 800. So 30 something and 28 starts to lower it. Lower a little bit. The AOA is very much lower than the MiG-29, but the turn is pretty similar to that initially, a little bit less. So yeah, and then we kind of tops it out at 20 something, and it starts to decrease. Let's take a look on without the flaps, just for you to take a look. Let's get some speed again. The speed, of course, the flaps help a little bit. Yeah, a little bit worse than before. 25, he didn't manage the 28 that we did before. But it's maintaining pretty well, actually. I think I understand what is happening here. The cool part about actually, it might be better to actually don't turn with flaps, just because you can actually turn with a properly good speed. We are passing out a little bit over here. Let's lower our airspeed a little bit. I mean, it's so much power that this aircraft produces that, I mean, it's maintaining kind of 800 kilometers per hour. So I don't know, it might be able to turn a little bit, it has so much power that it might be able to turn a little bit better on the continuous turn without the flaps, just due to the drag that it's added with the flaps. So maybe try using the flaps at first. Let's see if it starts to decrease. We're passing out. So if it goes below like 24, maybe, it's maintaining pretty well still. Yeah, let's go without the flaps to see if we can get some speed. Yeah, we're getting speed again, as you see. At first, it started to turn less, but eventually it will become better. Maybe if you get just a tiny bit of negative G's, just to get a little bit more speed, yeah, you can already turn better, right? So yeah, make sure you know that. And the last thing that I wanted to show to you guys is some forms of rate of climbs and stuff like that. The fuel is consumed, it's consumed quite the same way. As you see, it is a lot of fuel. They drink a lot of fuel, 1500 kilograms per minute, 1600. So it is pretty bad. At Mach 1, let's go auto wings. Let's go like 30-degree climb. As you see, it maintains a pretty well and good climb rate. Let's go to 60 degrees to see. 60 degrees. Lowering the airspeed a little bit, but it's maintaining pretty well. Almost 300 of climb with a very good climb rate. So this will be the main thing about this aircraft. Not only in the dogfights, you can use it better on the offensive with vertical loops. You can also climb better and faster for you to deploy the missiles, okay? So let's just do a zoom climb now, and then we're going to test it out a little bit with the F-14A, just to compare it to the B, right? My god, this thing is fast. So let's like do max speed here, or close to max speed. And then we do, please don't break the wings. Look at the climb rate. 325. And it maintains pretty well, man. Look at the speed. It's actually it's maintaining the climb rate almost. So it is indeed very good, man. It is one of the best aircraft in the game, if not the best. We will need to wait and see. I still prefer my nimble and light MiG-29, but still. Let's go for the F-14A just to check it out how it is compared to this thing. So the first thing that we will do is the thrust. So let's see at the exact same moment. So 0.9 Mach at sea level. Still a lot of power, as you see. The F-14A is still very strong. These engines are strong, but the F-110 is just way stronger. It's not that big of a difference, to be honest. 1.19. I mean, like 119 kilonewtons each engine. So it's like, I don't know, 240, you know, compared to the like 260 to 70 that the other one can do. And the max, let's see the max. So you can see that it's about, I don't know, 20 kilonewtons thrust less, almost 20 kilonewtons thrust less in each engine. So it's a big change. And even on the max speed over here, as you see, it's producing about the same, 20 kilonewtons each engine less. So as you see, it's pretty alright, but it is indeed less power. Let's see the zoom climb already. It maintains pretty well. It's less than the B, but it's nothing too crazy as well. 300 and something. Okay, no problem. Let's just do the turns because I don't want this video to be too long. The climbs will be fairly similar, a little bit less. Of course, it's about, what, 20% less power, so it's not like 60% less power, right? But still. Let's lower our airspeed, do some combat flaps, wait like to 800. So as you see, the AOA is pretty much the same, and the turning capabilities is actually maintaining a fairly well one, very similar to the F-14B, to be honest, but it felt that it was a little bit better. I don't know. Not by much, but it is pretty much the same. It is pretty much the same, guys. The one thing that I really want to see is the power on a turn like this. So let's just focus on that number. 8,400 kilograms of force. And we're going to test it out with the other one. Let's just do one more of these. And then I just want to see on a kind of high AOA kind of situation how the F-14s kind of produce power, right? So let's just do a little bit less. I mean, it's really close. It really is close. It feels sometimes that the F-14B is a little bit better. Sometimes the A is a little bit better. So it's going to be basically the same, right? As you see, around 80 kilonewtons to 90 kilonewtons it produces depending on the speed. Let's just test this one little thing on the F-14B because I really am wondering how much power on a high AOA situation the B actually produces. So we are here. Let's do the wings. No, flaps. Come on. Combat flaps. Let's do 800 or close to 800. So the same. Yeah, it feels like it pulls sometimes a little bit more, but it's very similar. It's just that you kind of maintains a lot more energy than the other F-14. Then it's kind of like okay, right? But look at the power, man. It's like 20-something% more power while turning. That's where the thing will be, man. The power. Because the aircraft itself is pretty much the same. It's just that the power is so much bigger and it just makes a lot of difference. On a dogfight, on a 1v1, I don't think we will feel too much of a difference, but to be honest, I think like climbing and going for a proper like interception kind of situation, then it would be more likely to see a difference between those, right? So yeah, and let's end the video landing on the USS Foresto, I think it is, just because I can. And where are the carriers on normal battles, Gaijin? I have no idea how much speed do I have to maintain. I have no idea how much AOA I have to maintain. But it feels like I am kind of fast. This aircraft is big. The thing is down. Oh, too much power. And he's turning. Oh, I catch the wire flying. That's not very clever. But okay, this is it, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video, and let me know in the comments if you think that the F-14B will be way better than the other ones. Really, I really don't know how much better it will be than the MiG-29 and F-16, but it will be much better than the original F-14, right? So make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. And yeah, this is the coolest thing ever, right? See ya, guys. Bye. Subscribe.